What is up, lads and ladettes? I Cap you here, and first off, I just want you guys to know I did not make that sexy graphic at the beginning. That belongs to History Channel, so please don't sue me. As you probably saw, this is the first episode of my new series, Tales of the Gun. And no, I did not know that was already a series on History Channel, therefore don't sue me, please. You will not get much money. Anyway, today, we're not going to be talking about the L11-8A or whatever it is. Because oh, Brennan, 'tis the Fritz inviting me. Anyway, I did not use this gun for very long. I think I don't even get a kill with it, and I die, and I'm just like, fuck this. And then I switched to a G36, which I had just unlocked. I haven't recorded gameplay in almost a month because whenever I record, I just record a huge session of gameplay. But that's enough about the gameplay. Right here, I'm using the man of the hour, the superstar of the show. This is the G36C, and I just got annihilated. The G36C has been in all the modern Call of Duties, besides, well, I guess that was a stupid way to say that. It's been in Call of Duty 4, and it's been in Modern Warfare 3. It was taken out of Modern Warfare 2. I don't know why. It was one of my favorite guns. And it wasn't in Black Ops, of course, because if we look over here, the G36C is what it's called. The G36C, which is standing for Commando. There are different versions of it. There's the Heckler and Koch, or Koch, or however you say it. It's German. I can't say it. There are different. That's the manufacturer. There are different versions. There's so many different versions of miniguns. There's the HK G36, which is what the German army uses today. It's a full-length rifle, and I think it shoots like a full rifle cartridge. Then there's the G36 assault rifle, which does shoot a full-size rifle cartridge. The difference is it's got a better bolt. The firing mechanism is changed up, and there's actually a recoil system, which blows gas out the bottom. Not of the gun. I have no idea where it comes out. I guess I could look it up. But then there's the G36C, which is what you're seeing on the screen now. There's a G36 rifle, which comes with a built-in 1.5 telescopic sight, and it has a spare magazine clamped to the side of the gun. Then there's the H&K G36K, which stands K in German. What the K stands for is Kurs, but Kurs in American, Kurs in English means short. So it's kind of like it still shoots a rifle cartridge, or kind of a carbine. For those of you that don't know, a carbine is a gun that shoots a rifle cartridge. Well, not really a rifle cartridge. It's a cartridge that is mixed between a submachine gun, which shoots pistol rounds, and a full power rifle cartridge, because most pistol rounds don't go through body armor very well, and full-fledged rifle cartridges do. And that's what you're in for. Most of your newer, smaller guns will. And after the short, there's the HK KE, which is it's basically the full power rifle one, except it comes with a huge drum magazine. The caliber, which I was right, the G36, it's a 5.56, and that's what it does. Magazine capacity varies. Its rate of fire is 750 rounds per minute. The H&K, it was first called the HK-50. It was a project in the early 90s, and the G11 and the G41, the G11 being from Black Ops, you guys have all used that gun, they were outdated. You know, they were just, older guns that the German army needed to get rid of. And after they got rid of the G11 and the G41, which I have no idea what the G41 is, they're using the G3, and I'm sure all of you can remember the G3 from Call of Duty 4. It was a beast until the what is that? The fire rate block got put on it. The G3 was no modern rifle. I mean, it was just a semi-automatic rifle that shot 7.62 NATO. So in 1995, Heckler and Koch set out to find a new design for a brand new rifle that was going to last the German army a very long time. And in '99, they really started making the G36s. Like they got it down, and they were starting to like putting it out there in the field, seeing how it happened. And in the early G36s, some soldiers were complaining about the dual optics because the sight, like there's a sight in the back of the gun, like right before the magazine, above the gun on the rail, and then there's another sight almost to where the barrel the barrel begins. And some soldiers were complaining about this because in rain and snow and things, they got very, very, like they didn't have Rain X on them. They got really hard to see through and things. And the G36, we have a gun in the U.S. Army called the XM8, but it's a canceled gun. It was in like Bad Company 2, some games like that. Excuse me. But the XM8 was canceled as it was going to replace the M4, but they just decided that was too much money to pay for that. The G36 has 3 firing modes, which would be automatic, semi-automatic, and single fire, of course. The standard equipment on the G36, it has 2 scopes. Like I said before, it can be fitted with a bayonet, an undermounted nade launcher, a lot of things like that. Like that's just most brand new guns. That's how it's gonna happen. See if I can find some more stuff about it. The G36 is used in some U.S. police departments. I'm thinking like SWAT teams would have them and things of that because most police don't have an assault rifle. I've seen some state troopers in Texas that had like Mossberg 500s or M4s in the back of their squad cars, which is pretty cool. The MG36, which was the heavy machine gun of the G36, had bipod problems where the gas valve would self-destruct, meaning whenever you shoot a gun, the escaping gas pushes the bullet out. With a bolt-action gun, you have to cock the gun manually. With a semi-automatic gun, those gases are captured and they push the bolt back, so you don't have to. And the gas valve that did that would overheat and self-destruct, and it really just was not a good method for this gun. I don't know, like that's how you figure things out. You use it in the field. If it doesn't work, then that sucks. I mean, you can't really do much about a gun it's not. Some other things. The G36 is not only used by the German military. It is also used by the French. The French always stealing different people's stuff. That's crazy. Another country is it's also used by Brazil, which I thought that was pretty interesting because Brazil is one of the poorer countries in the world, and that they can afford such a modern assault rifle. Well, I guess it's not modern anymore. It's around 11 years old, but 11 years is a good time period for a gun. One thing that is some major problems with the G36 is that they have a tendency to jam when fired in single shot mode, just because like I said before, the gas mechanism doesn't, like when you fire in different modes, that's what changes the mode, like the gas chamber. Whenever you shoot in single fire, it makes it smaller, so not as much gas can be captured. You know what I'm saying? And it's a little bit more accurate. And when fired in single shot mode, some of the gas isn't always captured like it should be, and the bolt pops back on the round as it's leaving the gun. Also, with the G36C, it's the lightest and one of the quietest of every version of the gun. Usually when you put a shorter barrel on the gun, of course that takes down the weight, but it ups the sound because more gas is coming out at one time. But the G36 has a unique muzzle brake developed by Heckler & Koch, and it's put on nearly all of its newest guns. And it makes the gas come out in a way to where that you don't really, like, the gun is very quiet. It has a very distinct sound, and you can distinguish it from your friends from the enemy. Like, that's one of the biggest problems. Like, I know for a fact in Vietnam, whenever we captured some of the NVA's, whenever we captured one of their assault rifles, which was the AK-47 at the time, our guys would be using them. We would be using M4s and M16s and AKs, because if you use the enemy's guns, that's their ammunition. That's something they had to pay for. You're saving the U.S. money, so we were always down for them to use the enemy's guns. But one thing that they didn't count on in Washington was in the forest of Vietnam, you can't see anything, basically. And all you could hear was gunfire, so our guys would be shooting at the sound of the AK-47, and they would be killing friendlies. So that's kind of bad. There's my wonderful ass kill. This is episode 1 of Tales of the Gun. I Cap You, signing out.